Hey, this is Neil's on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. You might win a lotto. Who knows? Be kind, helpful, and grateful. And buy some silver, some platinum, and some crystallized osmium. And if you have a high stress life, get a cat. Kitten. Man, just like shut the door and play with the cat and screw the outside world. Anyhow, that's not what this is about. This is about, again, Africa. The new African channel about 5 minutes ago. The chilling last minutes of Mali's Vice President Solos Shilama before the plane crash. As if we knew his plane crashed.
Hope is lost in the blink of an eye. Today, we delve into the heartbreaking story of Malawi's Vice President Saulos Chilima, whose tragic plane crash has left the country in mourning and searching for answers. Malawi mourns the tragic loss of Vice President Saulos Chilima, who passed away at 51 following a fatal crash of a military aircraft in the northern forests. Born on February 12, 1973, in Nshu District, Dr. Chilima leaves behind his beloved wife Mary and their two children, Sean and Elizabeth.
It might just be me. And it doesn't matter what country. But if the country's poor, it's amazing how many jewels their leaders have. That's all I'm saying.
A dynamic figure in Malawian politics, Chilima served as vice president for a decade, initially appointed by former President Peter Mutharika. His journey from the business sector to the second highest office in the land marked a significant transition, showcasing his drive and commitment. Known for his relentless work ethic and often praised as a performer, Chilima's career was not without controversy, particularly regarding corruption allegations that shadowed his tenure. Before stepping into the vice presidential role in 2014, Dr. Saulos Chilima made history as the first Malawian managing director of Airtel Malawi, the nation's leading telecommunications firm. Former President Peter Mutharika chose him as a partner, praising him as reliable and productive. However, their alliance soured after 4 years. Dr. Chilima openly criticized the government for its inadequate fight against corruption and its protection of certain individuals. Despite mounting pressure to resign, Chilima stood his ground, benefiting from a Malawian law that prevents the president from firing the vice president. Determined to drive change, Dr. Chilima founded the United Transformation Movement, advocating for radical reform. In 2019, he ran for president under the United Transformation Movement banner, finishing third and cementing his position as a significant force in Malawian politics. Peter Mutharika won the 2019 election, but it was annulled by Malawi's top court due to widespread irregularities, marking the first time in Africa that a court overturned an election result, and the sitting president was defeated in a rerun. In the historic 2020 rerun,
That's an interesting scenario. Does it sound quasi-familiar? Except for the rerun.
Dr. Saulos Chilima teamed up with Lazarus Chakwera, who was elected president, making Chilima vice president again. Despite his earlier stance against corruption, Dr. Chilima himself faced allegations in 2022, accused of accepting bribes for government contracts, which he denied. President Chakwera, unable to fire him, pledged to delegate no official duties to Chilima during the trial. Last month, the charges against Chilima were unexpectedly dropped, raising concerns about the handling of corruption cases. Before rising to political prominence in Malawi, Dr. Saulos Chilima held senior positions in the corporate world, including roles at Coca-Cola and Unilever. An economist by training, he also earned a PhD in knowledge management. While in government, he served as the minister responsible for economic planning and public sector reforms. Tuesday, Malawi's President Lazarus Chakwera announced the tragic death of Vice President Saulos Chilima, who perished in a plane crash alongside 9 other passengers. In the haunting final minutes before the tragic crash, Vice President Saulos Chilima's aircraft was advised by air traffic control to avoid landing at Mzuzu International Airport, due to poor visibility and to return to Lilongwe instead. Despite the aircraft's solid track record and the crew's experience, contact was soon lost. The wreckage was later discovered in Chikangoa Forest, utterly destroyed. This devastating turn of events marked a heartbreaking end to what should have been a routine flight, as President Lazarus Chakwera somberly recounted.
If there is any more suspect of a death than that one, I don't know, maybe Princess Diana comes close. Anyhow, you guys let me know what you think about that. I kind of think he was assassinated by the president, but I just saw the story and recorded it instantly. I didn't even watch it all the way through, and I just saw it and said, oh, this will be good. Started recording, so it's fresh to me too. And it sounds like he was assassinated. But, hey, it must be the year of 2024 must be the year that countries' leaders die in plane crashes. Iran, Malawi. Wonder what's next. You guys have a nice evening.